Hey everybody, Ross here, and this is Bible Study Silverstar. If this is your first time on this channel, click the first link down in the description to go back to the intro. Or if you'd like to see just what's been going on recently, click the second link down in the description to go back to Numbers 22. Now, without further ado, I'm just going to jump right on in to Numbers 23, verse 1. Then Balaam said to Balak, "Build 7 altars for me here, and prepare for me here 7 bulls and 7 rams." And Balak did just as Balaam had spoken. And Balak and Balaam offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Then Balaam said to Balak, "Stand by your burnt offering, and I will go. Perhaps the Lord will come to meet me, and whatever he shows me, I will tell you." So he went to a desolate height, and God met Balaam. And he said to him, "I have prepared 7 altars, and I've offered on each altar a bull and a ram." Then the Lord put a word in Balaam's mouth, and he said, "Return to Balak, and thus you shall speak." So he returned to him, and there he was, standing by his burnt offering, he and all the princes of Moab. And he took up his oracle, and said, "Balak the king of Moab has brought me from Aram, from the mountains of the east. Come, curse Jacob for me, and come, denounce Israel. How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? And how shall I denounce whom the Lord has not denounced? For from the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. There, a people dwelling alone, not reckoning itself among the nations. Who can count the dust of Jacob, or number 1/4 of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, and let my end be like his." Then Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done to me? I took you to curse my enemies, and look, you have blessed them bountifully." So he answered and said, "Must I not take heed to speak what the Lord has put in my mouth?" Then Balak said to him, "Please come with me to another place from which you may see them. You shall see only the outer part of them, and shall not see them all. Curse them for me from there." So he brought him to the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars, and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. And he said to Balak, "Stand here by your burnt offering, while I meet the Lord over there." Then the Lord met Balaam, and he put a word in his mouth, and said, "Go back to Balak, and thus you shall speak." So he came to him, and there he was, standing by his burnt offering. And the princes of Moab were with him. And Balak said to him, "What has the Lord spoken?" Then he took up his oracle, and said, "Rise up, Balak, and hear. Listen to me, son of Zippor. God is not a man, that he should lie, nor a son of man, that he should repent. Has he said, and will he not do? Or has he spoken, and will he not make it good? Behold, I have received a command to bless. He has blessed, and I cannot reverse it. He has not observed iniquity in Jacob, nor has he seen wickedness in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, and the shout of a king is among them. God brings them out of Egypt. He has strength like a wild ox. For there is no sorcery against Jacob, nor any divination against Israel. It now must be said of Jacob and of Israel, Oh, what God has done! Look, a people rise like a lioness, and lifts itself up like a lion. It shall not lie down until it devours the prey, and drinks the blood of the slain." Then Balak said to Balaam, "Neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all." So Balaam answered and said to Balak, "Did I not tell you, saying all that the Lord speaks that I must do?" Then Balak said to Balaam, "Please come, I will take you to another place. Perhaps it will please God that you may curse them for me from there." So Balak took Balaam to the top of Peor, that overlooks the wasteland. Then Balaam said to Balak, "Build for me here 7 altars and prepare for me here 7 bulls and 7 rams." And Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bull and a ram on every altar. Alright. The chapter begins with Balaam offering sacrifices to God. If I had to guess, I would say that these sacrifices are Balaam's effort to gain God's approval to curse Israel. I get this idea from verse 4, where it's kind of like Balaam is saying to God, "I've given you sacrifices, so are we good? Are you on my side now? Can I curse them?" Of course, God is nowhere near that petty or shallow. He gives Balaam a word of blessing, and it's a doozy. Balaam proclaims how incapable he is of cursing Israel, and how he wishes he could die as one of them, blessed by God. It's also worth noting that Balaam couldn't even count the 25% of Israel he could see. Imagine his reaction if he could see the whole nation of Israel. Balak, needless to say, is none too pleased with this turn of events. As he mentions himself, he had hired Balaam to curse his enemies, not bless them. What was he thinking? So Balak, like a kid yelling, "Do over!" when something goes wrong, brings Balaam to a different place and has him offer all the sacrifices again. In Balak's mind, God just required more sacrifices to get him on his side. When Balaam comes back from hearing from God, he blesses Israel even more abundantly than the first time. He proclaims how unchanging God is in his promises before saying something particularly interesting. He says that God has not observed iniquity or wickedness in Israel. After everything we've seen Israel do against God, that's an incredibly bold statement. Because God is so forgiving and so gracious, he forgives Israel over and over with perfect, unconditional love. That doesn't mean he doesn't discipline them for going astray, but it does mean that he never gives up on them. This is how God views us after we repent and submit our lives to the Lordship of Jesus. Because of Jesus' work on the cross, God sees us as pure, undefiled, and sanctified. He no longer sees our iniquity and wickedness, because they have been both forgiven and forgotten. I don't know about you, but that's some of the best news I've ever heard. And if you're wondering, you can have that too. If you turn away from doing life your way turn to doing life God's way, and surrender yourself to Jesus, making him the Lord, ruler, master, and boss of your life. Balaam ends this second blessing by reiterating how incapable he is to curse what God has blessed, and reaffirming Israel's inevitable victory to possess Canaan. After hearing all this additional blessing, though, Balak tells Balaam to not speak at all if he won't do what he was hired to do. And finally, the chapter ends with Balak giving Balaam another chance to curse Israel, thinking that maybe a few more sacrifices will do the trick and win God's approval. How ridiculous. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, leave them down below in the comments. And it appears that I have come to a point in making these videos where I need to take another hiatus. to make more videos. The way I did this is I made enough videos to get the channel through my current semester of college. And if you're watching the videos as they're released, whenever you see this, I'm in my last week of the semester. So I need to take some time, do more notes, make more videos before the next semester. Hopefully I can make enough videos to get through the next semester too. But anyway, we will most definitely be back with numbers 24 whenever I can get all of that done. So anyway, may God make you as Ephraim and Manasseh, to be fruitful where you are, and to forget the pain of your past. And the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time with Numbers 24.